Sadie at 17 here. I'm gonna play Rattler into headwind. It's a tricky shot, needs a special adjustment. So elevation again, short iron. I don't ever use any whatever elevation it is. Although here it's pretty clear, it's pretty flat. Um, so obviously you don't want any roll back like that, no curl. So you release some backspin to make sure it's straight, and you make your shirt as straight as possible. Second bounce on mostly. It's not so important to have the full guide straight, as it's most of the time not possible on those long rollout shots. So second bounce onto the hole as straight as possible, and I'm gonna use that hole as a reference. So I'm gonna put that middle line there all the way where I see the shot guide ending. So I see it all the way there, and I take a read. That's what, 4.6. I'm gonna add 0.2 to that because there's that tiny part you don't see. So I'm gonna make it 4.8, and it tells me the rollout's gonna be 4.6. And from experience into headwind with Rattler, what I noticed was about 0.6 undershoot. So instead of setting up for a 4.6 rollout, I'm going to set up for a 4 rollout, and aggressively add that, I would say. Perhaps I'll move it back a bit, or I'm going to stay there, but I think I'm going to move it back a bit, right at 4. Yep. The compression for Rattler seems to be a lot higher than it is for other clubs. And perhaps it's the same for Orion and Spectre. I never managed to make him work in rollout mode, so I took the time, since we now have numbers for Rattler, to figure it out. In crosswind and tailwind, you just go with whatever numbers it gives you, and if you set up properly, like I'm doing here, see, it looks good like that. It's not as straight as I like to make it usually. My focus is from second bounce on, double checking. I'm still at 4.6, so this should be good. My pull 367. Rattler is a really high percentage shot. Um, I've made so many drops, and I just started using it like a week ago, so it just keeps dropping. It's kind of like lightning rod into um, control condition, as it's within 5 rings of a rollout. So it's so easy to read, it's easy to play. I don't see much secondary wind affecting it, although playing Sedgefield today very high, in very elevated greens will be quite telling, I believe. Perfect read, just another drop. I love my Rattler.